Chapter 8, Episode 2, Final. I returned to the Megaman HQ with my frown still on my face, but as I took the ride back, a hint of worry made its way into my features. My mission was to catch the Maverick in New York City's capital city, wasn't it? I don't think Snowcap ever told me what I was supposed to do, exactly. He just kind of whisked me off the face I'm a real Archon, as it turned out to be, without so much to tell me how much force I was allowed to use. Making things much more fun was the fact that my leg decided that the start of the fight, of all times, was a prime time to fail on me and nearly get me ghosted. That could be looked at later, though. Right now, I had to get myself ready for a potential yelling fit from Snowcap, Mom and Dad by holding back on my missions. I could know what I was doing anyway. My body just kinda acting on its own. It was pretty cool to fight Maverick for the first time, but I don't know how I did anything in that fight. I'd only fought with swords once the night before, and I'd never done anything like what I did. It was weird. Care to join us back on Earth, Zero? Colonel Snowcap said, snapping me off my thoughts. Or would you like more time to store your head in the clouds? Jerk through and through, it would seem. Colonel Blaze lifted a brow. I jerked through and through, am I? He asked. Nuts. I said that out loud, didn't I? I asked, slightly nervous. No. He answered before seeming strength. I should have to be psychic. Nuts. I've got to learn when my thoughts make it to my mouth. Mom stepped forward, a concerned look on her face. Is something wrong, Iris? She asked. I brought my hands up to my helmet, tracing my thoughts along the jawline. Once I found the release buttons, I pressed them and lifted the helmet from my head. Bringing it down to my side, I frowned again as the question made me think about the fight again. My leg went numb, I snapped. I said. Mom snapped her head toward Dad, who also came up to me in a concerned manner. How long did it go out? He asked. The frown on his face matched mine. Neither of us, nor mine, were anywhere near through with that fact. A few seconds. I had to hit it again to start moving again. Mom did exchange word expressions. Are you alright? Dad asked. His eyes moved between my own and my leg. I'm fine. It's fine now. I don't think Mom and Dad bought what I was selling, but they seemed fine with my answer for now. They backed up a little, still eyeing me worriedly. This leg issue isn't going to be a liability in the field, is it? Colonel Blake said as he took another sip of his drink. I glared at him. Thanks for the sympathy, jerk. No, it'll be fine. Good, because I would hate to force you to retire early because of what was written off as a minor issue. I bet. I looked around a bit and thought again. Even though she did try to blow me to pieces, I did feel sorry for Archon. I did kind of heartlessly destroy in the middle of the street. What you thinking about? Minnie asked, noticing my expression. That Maverick, I said. I think I went a step too far by destroying her. Me and Techno looked between themselves before snickering. I looked at them incredulously just to begin a full-on laughing fit. Why were they so happy about it? Didn't they care that I destroyed someone? I wouldn't worry about that, Minnie said between chuckles before walking up to me too. Techno followed, throwing his arms around his brother's neck. Yeah, you didn't destroy that Maverick, he said, pressing his cheek into his brother's. It started to bother me how close those two were, literally speaking. What do you mean? That big explosion in the middle of the street says otherwise. Well, Techno said, dragging a finger along his brother's jawline. The attack you used to take the Maverick down was a very powerful strike. One that required a huge amount of energy. Mitch took her brother off his shoulders. The attack took up so much energy that the Maverick didn't take the whole hit. The explosive result from the Maverick hitting the ground was just the residual energy making contact with the ground. The Maverick was just fine. He went back to his computer typing a few commands. The main monitor snapped to a camera showing Maverick I thought I destroyed. We'll pick it up in a few minutes. I frowned. She's not an it. Her name is... I thought from which as puzzle looks were aiming in my direction. Oh yeah, Archon. I'm a real Archon. Colonel Blake chuckled a bit. Rookie mistake. I turned around to face him. You think they're still people? Once they're infected with the Maverick virus, they are no longer who they once were. McForrest browed deep in a bit. What do you talk about? They're still people. No, they're not. The Maverick virus changed their replay permanently. Their systems can't be restored. They lose the memories they once had and become blind by pure rage. Research named the Maverick battled against, Techno said. Amarilla Archon was designed to be a research subject in portable electricity generation. Her systems allowed her to not only constantly generate electricity within her by using an internal water generator, but to also use the large protrusions on her body to access lightning rods in the event of her infernal generator failing. Plans were for Archon to be used in an emergency power plant. That is, she tried off. Before she went Maverick, I finished. Techno nodded. And there isn't any way that this Maverick fries can be removed or deleted? There was, Dad said with a pitiful look on his face. I can understand why though, but like natural life, the virus has dead itself to a program that can't be deleted with even the most advanced technologies. So what happens to her now? She will be taken to custody. Colonel Blaze answered, sipping his drink. I'm starting to hate his attitude towards this whole thing. Her internal senses will be disabled to prevent her from becoming a danger to anyone, and she'll be held until our CIC figures out what to do with her. I raised a puzzled eyebrow. CIC? Commander-in-Chief, May said. If you ever have the opportunity to meet her in person, pass on that. You regret it if you don't, Daniel added. I rolled my eyes. Whoever the CIC was, she couldn't be near as bad as they were making her seem. Then again, I didn't think Snowcat was that bad when I saw him on the monitor at home, and I was being proven wrong about that. Now then, Colonel Blake started. You've had a taste of what it's like to be a Maverick Hunter. Your missions won't always be that easy. You'll often be outnumbered in the field, and you'll be expected to complete your missions against such odds. Your life will be at constant risk, and you may be required to destroy your targets. He smiled slightly. You can handle it? I scowled. So you're gonna underestimate me, huh? I'm constantly having to watch my back from my soccer ninja best friend to make sure she doesn't put me in hospital just because she's bored. And she'd do that too. She told me she would if she got bored enough. That depends. As my confidence started to grow. Can you smile when you're not saying something strikish? He chuckled a bit. She's definitely your daughter, Zero. Dad rolled his eyes. I think he hates when people compare my attitude with him. I can't see where people are coming from when they say that. We both tend to make smarter remarks than the situation may call for. Blake stood and walked over to where I was standing, smiling as he took his steps. I thought he was going to hold his hand out as an offering and a welcome into Maverick Hunter ranks. Instead, he held his hand and did the one thing I hate the most in the world. He patted me on the head. I fumed, my face shaking in anger as he stroked my hair. He was getting way into my personal bubble, and I didn't even like the guy. You make a fine Maverick Hunter, Iris, he said. I guess I could tell I wasn't a big fan of the way he was making contact with me. Someone behind me grabbed my left wrist and started yanking me out of the room. Come on, said that person. Well, said as I stumbled forward. Well, I'll show you where the dorm rooms are. I can only guess by the green blur in front of me that May was the one who was dragging me out the command center down the hallway. Slow down, I cried. I'm still wearing my armor. Oh, please. It's not slowing or weighing you down that badly. Maybe not, but it does make trying to regain your balance while stumbling around a little more difficult than normal. It's proven by the wall I end up faceplanting because of the aforementioned balance issue. CL, Seer and Blaze watched the young of the two twin technique dragged eyes out of the command center. Is it okay for me to be right about now? Seer asked, bringing his hand up to scratch the back of his hand in nervousness. CL brought a gloved hand up to her mouth and bit down the tip of her thumb. She'll be fine, Blaze said as he walked back to his chair. May's not going to try anything on your daughter. It's not her I'm worried about. CL raised her thumb's tip and raised her finger. I'm going to go after them. Iris could break him if either of them isn't careful. With that, she quickly walked out the command center in pursuit of Iris and Mitty. It was a longer trip than I figured it might have been. The building didn't seem this wide when I saw it outside. But then again, I was concentrating more on the syringe feeling I got from it. Mitty dragged me past several doors before stopping in front of a blue one. It seemed odd that the door was blue, considering every other door I'd seen since I stepped foot in this building was a bright white, just like the rest of the place. Well, we're here. We're here, May exclaimed, much too excited for the situation at hand. Calm down, Greenie. You show me where I'm supposed to stay, not trying to act like you're not going to throw me a welcome Iris party, and then try to surprise me with said party when I walk to the door. Wait, these are dorm rooms, right? Am I going to have to live here? I asked. I think May picked up on the slight hint of in my voice, because he smiled, rolled his eyes, shook his head, and chuckled all at the same time. That doesn't make a person feel self-conscious. Not at all. No, not really, he says he's done through release. Saying the dorms is completely optional. We offer the Maverick Hunters a place to stay in case they have a mission that lasts longer than they thought, or if they just need a break from daily life. The door opened, revealing a rather plain room. It was pretty large, actually. Not quite the size of the command center, but it was certainly big enough to easily house 6 people. I only got the idea that 6 people were intended to stay there because there were 6 bunk beds in the room that looked like they were built in the far wall. Just looking at them, they looked pretty comfy, actually. A small kitchen area set to the right of the bunks. I doubt there was any food in there right now, but that didn't mean I couldn't stock up later. White chairs circled a glass coffee table in the center of the room, while the wall opposite the kitchen displayed the largest entertainment center I've ever seen. My eyes went a little wide at the sight. "So, what do you think?" Minnie asked, beaming. "You looked kinda cute, actually. But something confused me. I like it. But why do you look like that?" "I furnished everything. All this came out of my pocket, and I'm proud of the way it looks." "Ah," I nodded. "Why would Minnie pay for furnishing an empty room?" "I'd ask him later." "So then, any questions?" I nodded again. "A couple. First, how do I take my armor off? Mom and Dad had to help me pull everything off last night." Mitty chuckled, shook, smile, rolled again. He grabbed my left wrist and held it up. "Just press a red button on your wrist," he said, pointing out a small red button that looked like the one I watched that put my armor on me in the first place. I hadn't noticed at first, because it blended with the red accent lines that ran along the armor. I pressed it and went temporarily blind. The button caused my armor to glow bright white before disappearing completely a second later. When my sight returned, I saw that I was back in the clothes I had on before. "That's cool," I said, "but wouldn't that be a problem in a mission?" "Not really," Mitty said. "The button only works when you press it intentionally. If you press it accidentally, or if your wrist hits or is hit by anything, the button won't do anything. I'd explain how it works to you, but it's a bit complicated and we need to finish this episode up." I raised an eyebrow. What did he mean by episode? Okay, I'll just let it go for now. Second question, how did I know how to do everything I did out there? "I can answer that," a voice said from behind us. We both turned to see Mom standing in the doorway. The helmet has a situational analysis system programmed into it. It scans all the facts in the area around you and it comes up with what is the most plausible response. It then sends a small electric charge into your skull. It's not large enough for you to feel it or for it to negatively affect you, but it's large enough to send a signal to your brain. Your brain interprets those charges and sends signals to the rest of your body. Your body responds to those signals, and before you know it, you're kicking all kinds of butt. My face fell a bit. I hoped it was some kind of natural reaction, but it turned out to be just some form of mind control. Mom saw my face and smiled. "Don't worry, Iris. Your helmet is also programmed to grow and evolve along with you. It learns about you just as it learns about whatever problem you're facing. It eventually sends fewer and fewer signals until you're doing everything on your own." I smiled a bit. "So I won't have to depend on it forever. That's good." "So," Mitty said, you gonna stay here for a while?" I thought about it for a moment. I didn't want to insult Mitty by going home after he showed me his investment. But at the same time, I do have to go to school tomorrow. I mentally tossed a coin to figure out what I was going to do. It landed heads. Let's see, heads was... I'll stay for the night, I suppose. Mitty's smile grew. Mom brought a hand to her cheek. "I'll bring a change of clothes and your school uniform from home. You'll be alright staying here by yourself, right?" I nodded. "Yeah, I'll be fine. Thanks." Mom nodded before walking out. Mitty followed her soon after, almost skipped me out the room. Once the door closed, I looked around a bit of the room that was now mine. So now I'm a full-fledged Maverick Hunter, I thought. I've got awesome parents, a sweet suit of armor, and an incredible room to myself. I smiled. My life was changing for what I thought was the cooler. Amarillo, Arkansas design was based off of a character from one of my favorite SNES fighting games. Care to figure it out? Chapter 2's reference was a nod to the Home Alone movies. Chapter 3's reference to be revealed next chapter.